And today, mistake number 67 is falling victim to the stress influence tendency. Now, I had a saying, and this is a cognitive bias that you guys, I'm sure most of you guys recognize, and you always hear about the word stress. And most of the time, you hear it in a negative connotation. Um, I'm telling you that a lot of times we use stress to allow us to perform at optimal levels. That without stress, we probably wouldn't achieve much because we don't feel the pressure to move forward in life unless we have something that's driving us. And that's just so many of us, a lot of people. But 95% of the people that I see having a bad life, they let stress affect them in a negative fashion. See, stress is very, very powerful in both aspects, good and bad. You see, in the one aspect, it helps you to be a top performer. It takes you, if honed correctly and guided correctly, stress can take you to levels that you did not realize you can reach without it. On the other hand, as I've seen in so many people that have gone down that route to the bad life, I've watched stress give you dramatic health issues, serious relationship issues, destroy your finances, destroy businesses. Stress, if not controlled, can influence you to make improper decisions. See, stress, and our brain is a lazy brain, and that's just everybody. That's just our genetic makeup. Okay, our brain is a lazy brain, and it doesn't like to work hard when it comes to making decisions. Well, what stress does is it puts your brain at a heightened level of awareness, and because your brain doesn't like to make several decisions, your brain will make very poor decisions, or the easiest, most available decision it has not cataloged, the one that's easily available to it, through stress. See, stress can cause you to make very bad choices in life, and those very bad choices can accumulate to a bad life. And once again, that's why I tell you guys to have a mentor. I tell you guys, check out all 100 of my mistakes, because these mistakes will definitely lead you down the route to the bad life. Okay, little nuances that you pick up over time when it comes to making bad decisions over stress will cause you to have a bad life. But if you have a mentor, those little nuances can become habits and rituals that can lead you in the opposite path toward a good life. So you got to be aware of the stress and how it influences your life. Now, as a law enforcement officer, we live our entire career in stress. Okay. Now, the great part about that is under pressure, we just act. We just act because we're trained for it, and as our ritual is to act under pressure. When everybody else is running in the opposite direction, we're running toward danger because it is a reaction. It is a ritual that we've ingrained into our brain to move toward danger to help others. We put our life on the line. Okay, that same stress influence is the same influence that has made longevity of law enforcement officers, okay, last approximately 10 to 20 years less than the average individual in their career. You know, we're talking about like age 59, 60 compared to age 70 and 80. That's a big swing. That's a big difference, you know, as far as careers are concerned. But that influence, that stress influence, okay, is a very, very powerful influence that you must be aware of in your life. You know, my mentors, work with me on this one because they knew that I had years and years and years of law enforcement ingrained in me. And one of the things that they told me that I needed to implement as a ritual was meditation. Meditation daily, and I'm not talking about some Buddhist monk meditation. Not that anything wrong with that, but I just don't have that level of patience or concentration. You know, obviously I haven't put in my 10 dark years in that, but they said 5 to 10 minutes a day in the morning to start your day with some meditation, and maybe 5 to 10 minutes before you go to bed to clear your mind and meditate. And that ritual has dramatically changed my career and my life, and it helped me become more focused. Another thing that they told me to help was my ritual and my health routine. Have a health ritual. It's very, very important because when you're dealing with stress each and every day, you have to be aware of the impact that it has on your health. So if you're aware of the impact that you have on your health, you have to make a ritual of eating healthy and doing healthy habits and having healthy hobbies. One of my healthy hobbies is every Sunday I go on my Sunday morning jog blog where I talk to people about health and longevity and law enforcement. All right, and my 30 for 30 quest when I run for the fallen. But those are things that my mentors help me to add to my life to alleviate a lot of the stress and help reverse some of the damage that the stress has done in my life. You know, the last thing I like to say is I used to say to people that you can unplug, and that's not always possible. You see, one thing I learned was that once a law enforcement officer, always a law enforcement officer. So it's very, very difficult for us to unplug. So instead of unplugging from your career and from your law enforcement, implement all of that into your life and people into your life so that they can help you to deal with the stress and everything else. You see, a life is about a flow, a good flow of everything that you do when it comes to your career, when it comes to your personal life, okay, your health, your finances, your family. If you put a proper flow of all of that included with your career, because a lot of times a lot of people in law enforcement try to separate their career and their personal life, which I found that it was almost impossible. What you guys can do with this is you can make it all one big flow. Implement your family, friends, and everybody into your life and don't leave them out. You know, start teaching them what you went through and how you gone through the academy and so many of the other keys that it takes to make you the person that you are and for them to have a full understanding of your life and your career and how they come together. Once my mentors told me this, man, a light bulb went off on me in my head, and I began to implement everybody in my life into my career, okay, and my activities and my downtime and everything. And instead of me having to separate, it just became one enjoyment, a great career of everybody being excited about what I was doing and why I was doing it. So hopefully I said some things of value to you guys today and it hit you in the right area. And if you know somebody who has fallen victim to this stress influence tendency, then click on the link, man. Subscribe to Darryl McClish TV and share. All right, and also check me out on Facebook and Instagram at Darryl McClish, and also check out my blog at riveted.lifestyle.com. And I will talk to you guys later with the next tip. All right, bye bye.